What's up everyone, I'm your Teen Librarian Gina, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5 new series books you should be checking out. Do keep in mind that each of the books in this countdown are part of a series, so expect hooks and open endings, and at least some confusion if you haven't read the previous books.
Number 5.
Rage and Ruin by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Armentrout is a prolific writer of standard fiction and urban fantasy for teens and new adults. She's written series such as Lux and Covenant, as well as standalone novels like Don't Look Back. Rage and Ruin is the second book in her Harbinger series, and follows the series' heroine, a half-human, half-angel named Trinity, and her bonded gargoyle protector Zane, as they continue working with their natural enemies, demons, in order to stop the apocalypse. There is a bit of a Romeo and Juliet forbidden love thing going on between Trinity and Zane, but as far as I can tell, no third wheel. Sorry, love triangle. Fans of the urban fantasy genre, with stories taking classic, larger-than-life struggles between fantastical creatures like demons, angels, vampires, etc., and bringing them into modern settings with added, more relatable struggles, such as the Shadowhunter series by Cassandra Clare and Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick, will love getting lost in this series.
Number 4.
Category 5 by Anne de Villa-Cardinal is a supernatural thriller set against the backdrop of a post-Hurricane Puerto Rico. It is the sequel to Cardinal's first solo novel, Five Midnights, which reimagined the El Cuco myth in a modern-day setting. Lupe, Javier, and Marisol return in Category 5 to investigate a series of murders taking place in the wake of the destruction caused by Hurricane Maria, and following in the shadow of a mysterious new threat. De Villa-Cardinal comes from a long line of Puerto Rican writers, so the culture and experiences of her characters are truly authentic. She excels at building tension and creates a true-to-life atmosphere that allows readers a glimpse into Puerto Rican life. This is particularly compelling in Category 5, which highlights the after effects of this well-known and devastating hurricane. Readers who enjoy spooky stories based on myths and legends, such as The 10th Girl by Sarah Faring and The Girl from the Well by Rinch Pecco, will thoroughly enjoy this book. Whether you're a fan of the horror genre or interested in learning about other cultures through fiction, definitely check this series out.
Number 3.
The Black Witch Chronicles by Laurie Forrest began with the aptly titled The Black Witch. It introduced readers to the world of Erythea and its peoples, particularly Elaren Gardner, the granddaughter of Gardneria's previous prophesied Black Witch. The Shadow Wand is the third book in the series, following Elaren's journey as she tries to gain control over magic she's only recently unlocked, and become a warrior, or risk falling under the control of those who would use her as the ultimate weapon of destruction. Separated from everyone she loves, isolated, with mere weeks to gain the skills she needs, Elaren has no choice but to rely on Lucas Gray, the commander previously responsible for hunting her. This is Forrest's debut series, and she's been off to a great start. The Black Witch was nominated for the YALSA Teens Top 10 Award in 2018, and fans have a lot more to look forward to in the next 3 books in this 6-book series. High fantasy lovers of authors like Sarah J. Maas and Holly Black will thoroughly enjoy immersing themselves in the world of Erythea.
Number 2.
Darius the Great Deserves Better by Adib Khorram. In this follow-up to his debut novel, Darius the Great Is Not Okay, Khorram continues the story of Darius Kellner, a half-Persian American athletic geek. Apparently, it's okay to play soccer and speak Klingon. Who knew? After his trip to Iran in the spring, Darius knew exactly who he was and what he wanted. He's getting along with his dad, got a dream internship at his favorite tea shop, made the varsity soccer team, has a great boyfriend, and is staying in contact with his best friend back in Iran. But his grandmothers are visiting while his dad's away, and Darius isn't even sure they like him. The internship's not at all what he imagined. Soccer is great, but hanging out with his teammates, one in particular, is making him question his current romance. Darius came back from Iran knowing exactly who he was. But maybe he was wrong. and maybe he deserves better. Fans of coming-of-age stories like Openly Straight by Bill Konigsberg and Standoff by Andrew Smith, with heroes forced to redefine themselves after thinking they have things handled, should check this one out.
Number 1.
For Marvel fans waiting for the next comic to drop or movie to release, check out The Unstoppable Wasp, Built on Hope by Sam Maggs. The novel ties directly into the Unstoppable Wasp comic series following Nadia Van Dyne and her friends, the genius girls she's recruited to Girl, Genius in Action Research Labs. Now that Nadia has escaped the Red Room, made some friends, and created a family for herself, she doesn't really have time to keep track of everything she has to do, especially not if she wants to have any fun. So when she's given an advanced AI assistant, she jumps at the chance to do less and experience more. But let's be real. This is Marvel, and nothing is ever that easy. Nadia will need the help of everyone she loves, friends and family, to save the world and herself. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Probably the main reason I chose this book for this month's showcase is because of the author. I do love Marvel, and I have read the Unstoppable Wasp series, and I thought the story was really good. But I adore Sam Maggs. She's written pretty much everything: fiction, nonfiction, comics, anthologies, video games. Basically, the only thing she hasn't written at this point is a movie. I've read a few of her previous works, including Geek Girl's Guide to the Galaxy and her contribution to the Star Wars Waypoint anthology, and I'm super looking forward to reading Unstoppable Wasp and her manga adaptation of Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. If you're a fandom nerd, geek girl, or a women's lit scholar, this is definitely an author to check out. That's our series showcase countdown for this month. Let us know in the comments below if there's a book you're particularly excited about, or if you think we missed something that should have been on the list. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, do whatever you need to do to stay up to date with what's going on for you at your library.